Hi everyone, it's Gloria. Welcome to another episode of Friday Fun. Today I have some cards I wanted to share with you, first of all. And it's using Sketch 243 from Mojo Monday. And so here's my first card. And I used Classic K Margot papers from K&Company for my cards. And I'm using a basil card base, and I inked all the papers with vintage photo, and I used my Cricut to cut out the scalloped oval and then the regular oval there. And I put some pearls on here from Recollections, and then this Eiffel Tower comes from this My Mind's Eye Lost and Found Madison Avenue Pretty stamp set, and I just stamped that in cocoa. And then the inside, I just matted some of the papers, kind of followed the same idea as the front. And then on this one, I don't know what I was thinking. I had originally thought to do it oval, and I didn't do it that way. Did a rectangle, but I just like the outside, I distressed everything with vintage photo. Okay, so there's that one. And then this next one is this one here, and same paper collection. I just made these ovals a little bit larger so they could fit this dress form, which I embossed in cocoa. And this comes from the dress form, and the word friend come from this stamp set, and I've showed this to you before from Close to My Heart, and it's the it's the Find Your Style stamp set, and I love this set. And I just added a brown pearl there, and on this card I distressed all the papers with walnut stain, and I used the same card base. And then on this one I did do the oval and some craft cardstock for the message. So pretty cute. Okay, and so that was that. And then my project for this video is this layout, 12 by 12 layout that I did on chipboard. So I am super excited about this one. I was able to make it a pretty short period of time. I mean, I don't know. I don't recall how long it took, but it felt like time flew a little bit. So let me. I think this is an indicator that my mojo is back. Okay, so let's see. Let me start at the bottom. So the papers I used for this one are you'll recognize. They're from K&Company's Life's Journey paper collection, and I glimmer misted the paper, the base, with bronze glimmer mist. And then let me start down here at the bottom, and I'll show you, work our way up, because I don't know if I can pan out large enough for you to see everything. But okay, so I started out here at the bottom. So this lace right here, fabric, I don't know what it is, trim, I guess, is this one here, and it's, you know, that wide. Let me show it to you. Sorry, I keep bumping my tripod. It's this one here. So this is what it looks like. And Ruth and I got a bunch of this at that one sewing shop going at a business sale. So okay, so I've used that at the bottom, and then on top of that I did some of this eyelet lace, and it's kind of in a soft peachy color. It's just super, super pretty. I love it. And then I just added some of these, I cut apart this trim that Letty gifted me, and I put it on every third little flower there, so you can see those. And then this is paper from the collection, this one here, and I used my what do you call it? My Fisker's Edge Punch in the scallop I used that to do that, and I distressed it. And as I distressed the edges of all the papers with my distress tool and vintage photo ink. Okay, and then on top of that, and this seemed a lot brighter, like the pink, this pinkish color was like really bright. So I toned it down a little bit with vintage photo, and I just sponged the entire thing just to try to tone it down just a little bit. And then there's some little really thin lace here. And then I added the trim that Letty gifted me all the way across there. So there's that. And then moving up here to the focal point, this circle here is from the paper collection, and I just cut it out freehand because there's a design where this is like the center of the page. So I cut it out, I distressed it, and then I did also ink it randomly with vintage photo, so there'd be some spots that are kind of darker than others. And then I added my paper. So I added my paper, and I did matte. This is actually 6.5 by 4.5. So the photo would still, or 6.25 by 4.25, I think. So the photo would still fit in here. And let's see. And then I did matte it on some craft cardstock, which is not part of the collection. And then I've got some doilies in here. Let's see if I can show you. There's this one here, this one over here, and this one up here. And I inked all three of those with vintage photo. And then let's see, right here, I used a feather, laid a feather down here, and then did a cluster of Wild Orchid Crafts flowers, which I have to tell you was painstaking because I love my flowers, and they're pricier than, you know, Recollections flowers, and I don't know, it kind of hurt a little to use them. And that's so bad because it doesn't serve any purpose to hoard them. But anyway, I kind of got rid of that feeling a little bit when I was making it, because I thought, you know what, they're so pretty. Like, you guys that do all of your projects with them are like so lucky that you can do that. So anyway, I glimmer misted these brown flowers with the bronze glimmer mist. And then I've got some, let's see if I can show you. I've got some carnations in there that I inked with vintage photo, and some little tiny roses in there that I also inked with vintage photo. And then these little peach, oh, what are they? Let's see. They are the two-tone pale peach wild roses. I love these, and I didn't want to do anything to those. I just left them as they are. The only thing I did was curl up their little stems and put them in there. And let's see, and I did add some vintage buttons in there to kind of fill up the space up a little bit. And then I added one of these Tim Holtz little pins. And this was just in my stash of vintage stuff. So I used it to hold that up. And then this little swirly-do thing here, flourish, I cut with my Cricut. And I inked that with vintage photo. And I kind of tucked it up and around, so you can't tell now with the cluster on top. But and then what else did I do? Oh, sorry, this is just not big enough. The frame is not big enough for this. So on this side, I did some butterflies. And I'd used my little punch for that. And then this is a corner, a photo corner. And it comes from, oops, I am so sorry. Oh, it comes from the Antique Copper Mini Medley from Close to My Heart. There's just like 4 different types of copper embellishments, and I used the phono corners on that. And let's see, and then I used more of that trim that Letty gifted me there. And then this comes from the collection, and I just used my postage stamp edged scissors to cut around it to make it look like a little postcard, or a stamp rather. And then up here, I cut these 2 pennant banners with my Cricut as well, and I did strand them through with some string, and then I just taped it on the back. And then I did this little cluster of a rose, a carnation, and a larger rose, and added a little swirly-do at the top there. And these are just, I think these might be from Colorblock, these 2 chipboard letters. So it's My True Love. And then I did, this is craft cardstock here, the same as I used for the photo mat. And then I just had some design paper on top of that. So, and this idea for the most part comes from Arlene. I did watch several of her videos. And she's My Butterfly Kisses 12 on YouTube. And she's super awesome. Okay, so yeah, that's my layout, and I haven't decided whether I'm gifting this or whether I'm keeping it. So that's why I didn't put a photo, because yeah, I'm not sure on that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. This was a lot of fun, and I hope my mojo's back to stay, because I missed doing this a lot. It was a lot of fun, and my fingers, I mean, I scrub my fingers to get all the ink and stuff off, but it was a lot of fun to do, and I will definitely look to do more in the near future. So thank you so much for joining me and for inspiring me and for your sweet, sweet comments, you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.